James Melendez, James the Wine Guy. Stay tuned for another first in this video review of a wine from Brazil, so stay tuned. Now I'm excited about this wine from the Serra Gauche in southern Brazil. And Brazil is thought of as just being one of these up-and-coming wine regions. That is, it just suddenly planted wine grapes and voila, there's wine from Brazil. Instead, think of it this way. In 1532, when the Portuguese landed, the Jesuit priest came, planted wine grapes, and so that heritage has been happening ever since. Now, a lot of Brazil is something that would be challenging for, say, vitis vinifera. So that's what this is here, obviously. But when you think of the southerly regions, and that's where most of the wine regions are in Brazil, of vitis vinifera, who are its neighbors? Uruguay and Argentina. And that is really the compelling reason. And that is the eye-opener to say, why not? I think you'll find more Brazilian wines in the future, insofar as you will find them at Brazilian restaurants, or you should. And that's not to say that other restaurants, Brazilian restaurants, you should only have Brazilian wines. I think having a mix of wines from Brazil and other wine-producing regions is a really healthy thing. Now, I think it might be a natural fit to think about it that way, which is, if you have a Brazilian food offering, why not Brazilian wine? I think it's a great way to introduce these wines to the United States. And now let me introduce this wine. It's Lidio Carraro, Agnvs, Serra Gauche Merlot 2011 vintage. It's great to see Brazil right there. And so Agnvs is a vineyard site name. And this is bottle number 010785. Back panel for your inspection right here. You see that bottle number right there. And so this aging containers are stainless steel. Brazil has 6 wine producing regions, and that is the region here, Serra Gauche. This is a producer, Lidio Carraro. And so Brazil's producing Bordeaux varieties, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, also producing Riesling Italico, Tannat, amongst others. Now, a 2006 citation says there are 5,000 hectares of vitis vinifera, or 12,000 acres. In the Serra Gauche, you have a German settlers that arrived first, and the architecture is very much, it feels like you're in Bavaria. It's absolutely beautiful. I haven't been there yet. I will at some point, I hope. And then you have settlers from Italy who go to this region as well. And so on a map here, you're going to see Brazil, and this is a really big footprint, of course, and the southerly portion of Brazil is where the vitis vinifera grapes are grown. The next door neighbors are Uruguay and Argentina, as I mentioned before. So I think that's a way to look at this and normalize this wine grape region, and I really do hope to see more. So given that this wine has a different characteristic in terms of doesn't have an oak signature, but that is the style of this wine. And so I think in many ways it's a really much more of a lighter style wine, but I think it's a really great way to enjoy with food or not. So here we go next with the scent characteristics, secondly the flavor profile, and then the point score. So a scent characteristic on this wine includes red cherry, raspberry, lavender, cedar plank, bay leaf, and thyme. And here we go next with the flavor characteristics. Notes on this one include red, black cherry, black plum, hint of cassis, pepper, bay leaf, ground cinnamon, and allspice. I give this wine an 8.9 out of my 10.0 scale. Now you can think of this as 89 points out of 100 points. And I'll put more information on the producer down below, as well as Wines of Brazil, to check that out as well. I think it's really important to put that on the map, so to speak. And more to come. I'm on most social medias: Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a fantastic 2014. More great wine countries to come from, and more firsts to come. That's the exciting thing about wine. Just when I think I've tasted everything, I haven't. So thank you so much for watching, and salud.